one.
One.
There you go.
There we go. All right. Because you got to wait till the clock actually starts going before you can say, what's going on?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. It's been a little bit since we've done one of these with all the craziness going on. We were just starting the craziness of the COVID-19 coronavirus, whatever it's called. I don't even know anymore. All I know is that everyone's been pretty much locked away in the good old US of A and the world. It's been an interesting experience, if I could say the least. What about you?
Yeah, it's interesting staying home all the time and only going out when you absolutely have to. But if it's necessary, it's necessary.
And basically for food.
And did you hear? I think they're extending the quarantine until the end of April now.
Oh.
So until April 30th. I believe that's what people were talking
Yeah,
about.
I think that
I haven't really watched the news to confirm, so I don't know. I'm just reading off what people have posted on social media.
I heard that today, too.
April 30th. So
April
another
30th.
month.
So basically just say May. Because there's no reason to say April 30th.
Well, another month of quarantine and working from home.
From home. Me working from work, because I'm still working, thank God.
Kids being
Making
out
money
of school.
Still, thank God.
I kind of feel bad for the kids who were supposed to graduate this summer or this
Yeah,
spring.
my sister's supposed to be graduating high school this summer.
So, I mean, I don't know how they're going to have a graduation ceremony. Are they going to do it, like, online, where they
They're
do
like
a digital walking across the
Class
stage?
of 2020, they're going to have the song, dun, 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 and then, like, all the people that were ignorant are still going to yell, like, when they go, and now graduate, Ben Finkelstein. Everyone's going to be like, Ben, yeah, you did it, Ben! Everyone's going to be so happy.
Yeah.
But anyway, shout out to all the 2020 graduates. Shout out to everyone still working, all our essential employees. Shout out to everyone that's still out there doing their thing. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I'm an essential employee, so that's fun.
Yes, you are an essential employee. And shout out to all the people at the grocery stores that are working.
Shout out to all the people handling the comida, a.k.a. the food.
And all the people that are still picking the food in the fields because they're still working.
Jose, Jorge, Maria, all of y'all, thank you. I'm just kidding. But probably, because Grandma's name is Margarita, and she picked fruit back in the day. She did a good job. All the oranges were good, boy.
And so a lot of these people still have to go to work so all of us can still enjoy the comforts that we are used to.
And some of us who can't because we ain't got no money. I know some people that are broke right now waiting to get back to work that they're doing whatever they can do, and I don't even know. I'm so happy that I feel for those guys. I helped out a couple buddies. A couple buddies needed some extra cash. So, I gave a couple whatever I could. And, that's how it goes. But, right now, honestly, is a time to help each other and to pick each other up. And if you can do that, thank you. If you can't, try to find a way you can help each other.
Yeah. Well, what about the stimulus that's supposed to be coming out by
the $1,200 checks. I don't know anything about that either. It's kind of like the whole, is this quarantine going to go on for this until, what'd you say, April 30th? Mm-hmm. It's kind of like what's going on with these checks. They're saying supposedly if you make $75,000 and below, you're going to be given this $1,200 check. So, I don't know. I've heard about it. I'm trying to read up on it. Yahoo's dropping different articles it feels like every half hour there's some kind of change or something going on with it. I haven't read much into it. Like I tell everyone else, I'll believe when I see it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, but I don't know.
Remember, when the government gives you money and bails you out, it's called communism, folks. So, just remember that. So it's a communist type of move. So if you're not down with that kind of move, just be careful. Everyone's like, oh yeah, free money, but just be careful. I'm just telling everyone. I don't know. I don't get involved with all that, but I've just heard a lot of people talking.
Yeah. So that's the COVID-19 update from us here.
COVID-19.
Just, hanging out, doing our thing.
Controlling the world. Just everyone's on lockdown. Everyone's on lockdown. People that weren't on lockdown, like countries like Russia now, they're on lockdown. Oh, by the way, speaking of Russia, Khabib Ferguson is probably off for the UFC. Was it 249? 249? I don't even know the number, but it's UFC. A big fight was going to happen between Tony Ferguson and the Russian mauler Khabib. But that's probably not going to happen anymore. They're saying Justin Gaethje is going to step in and face Ferguson. But what I also heard was that McGregor wants to fight Gaethje, and that's like the fight. So who knows? Maybe since Habib's out, Ferguson will get the axe as well, and maybe we'll have a McGregor Gaethje fight.
Well, I don't think Connor's leaving Ireland because he's all about the lockdown. He's been very political, not political, but very vocal about everybody staying inside. So I doubt that that's happened. I just think that they should just not have a UFC 249 right now
Just
and
cancel everything.
just
right?
leave it alone. I mean,
Yeah.
unfortunately, this will be like the 5th or 6th time this fight doesn't happen, and it's nobody's
I
fault.
think it's like the 5th.
It's
Yeah.
no one's fault. I mean, it is what it is. This virus is serious, and everybody should take it seriously.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's being a cop out or avoiding the fight just because of this virus. It's not just because it's
Yeah.
because of this virus, and nobody should be fighting. And it's just
Yeah. I
you
think
can
this
fight another month. You can fight another day.
the
It's
fight's
fine.
just jinxed. I think because it's like the 5th or 6th time, like you say. I think it's the 5th. I'm pretty sure that this fight has been axed. So you know what? Honestly, I mean, just as an MMA fan, a fight fan, I say axe the whole fight because to be honest, out of that whole weight division, now that Conor McGregor is back, he's the guy who puts the butts in the seats. He's the star power guy. Let that guy fight Justin Gaethje or whoever the next fight is. Let McGregor have the next big fight, and then McGregor can choose who gets the lottery ticket. Because to be honest, yeah, Habib beat McGregor and all that, but let's be honest, that wasn't Conor McGregor. That was a coked up, high on all the money, high on all the drugs, Conor McGregor who went into that fight. I mean, Habib's great. Don't get me wrong. He's a mauling machine. He's awesome, but he just doesn't have that star power quality. He's a star, but he doesn't have that star power that, the thing that certain athletes like Michael Jordan, and those kind of athletes, that it quality. He doesn't have.
Yeah, I mean, well, not everybody's going to have it. Doesn't mean you
No,
can't
and
be
that's
a
fine. He's
champion.
still good. He just doesn't have it, and that's fine. What I'm about, I hate to say it, but I'm about entertainment. I'm about you getting the crowd involved, the crowd excited. Now, if you're a fight fan, you were excited about Habib and Ferguson. If you were following the sport, I'm saying for the casual fan. Now, I'm a fight fan, but I'm also sometimes I'm a casual fan. But so it has to get me excited. You have to tell me that both these guys are like the guys that you want to see fight. Because I'll be honest, I've mentioned Khabib a few times. I've definitely mentioned Ferguson a few times. People are like, who are those guys? They didn't even know who they were.
Well, a lot of people don't know MMA to begin with. I mean, the handful of fighters that they might know, obviously Conor McGregor because he's dabbled in the boxing field.
Yeah.
If no one knew
Who even watches boxing? Boxing's so
well,
dead.
besides you, I don't.
I mean, I watch boxing, but again, only when the big stars fight. And let's be honest, boxing has like 0 stars. If you just count Canelo, who's probably the biggest star in boxing, and then I don't know, the next big star would have to be, in my opinion, Golovkin. I mean, you got these younger guys like Ryan Garcia and Heaney and all these guys, Spence, but no one honestly cares about any of those guys. The new generation of boxing is pretty. I mean, talent-wise, okay, they can box, but I mean, they're not bringing anyone to the arenas, and if they are, it's the same old diehard boxing fans, people that don't like MMA. MMA is honestly where it's at. It's an evolution of fighting. It's using more than one tool. I came from boxing. Boxing is fun, but also boxing is old school, where MMA is the new school, and I think that's where we're really going with combat sports.
Well, we'll see how all this plays out in the next few months and
Yeah.
how sports comes back into
Yeah.
mainstream and
Yeah.
having actual fans being in attendance for
Mhm.
a lot of things. MLB put out that they're not going to have games unless fans can actually be at the games, as opposed to having it like I think that's like in Korea or something. They're doing it,
Empty
or they were doing it
stadiums.
with like empty stadiums,
Right.
which I think it's kind of weird
Yeah.
to have it, like especially like a baseball game. Like it's very strange. Like who are you playing for if it's not in front of the fans?
Right, and that sucks because I love baseball and I love the Milwaukee Brewers, and they're not playing right now, and that's pretty unfortunate, at least for me. And you, because we go to a lot of
Yeah,
games and we
well.
check out the games in Milwaukee, and I run the page, the Milwaukee Brewers Nation. You help out a lot with it, and that's what's going on. It's taking a big hit right now. Everyone's not having their sport fix, whether you're a basketball fan, whatever, football, any kind of sport. Right now, basically, all you got are the classics to watch. I mean, luckily, this didn't hit, the Super Bowl happened. Luckily, we got to have the Super Bowl. That was like probably, in my honest opinion, I'd probably say like the last big sporting event we've had. Like huge one, right, for the World? Probably?
Yeah, that was in February.
Yeah,
and
so pretty
since
much.
then
We had a couple UFC fights, but
Well, I mean, the
not everyone
basketball
cares about
season was
UFC.
going. It was more than halfway through the basketball season.
Yeah, shout out to the Bucks, Milwaukee Bucks,
Doing
were kicking ass before all this happened. But like I said, health and safety before everything, right? And we just gotta go with it and trust. Like I said, honestly, I was talking about this earlier with someone. Now I know I don't want to, make anyone feel, but you gotta have faith in these times right now. It's crucial to have faith. Call it God, a higher power, the universe, the chi, whatever you want to call it. I call it God. Have faith in God because trust me, that's what's going to get us through this. All right, helping each other, giving each other, pushing each other up, lifting each other up in so many ways with positivity instead of this negativity. There's so many people that they want to talk negative about the whole lockdown. They want to talk negative about all this. I think this is going to be a really enlightening time for us as a society, a wake up call to see what really matters. And I think we all honestly realize health matters. We realize that the things that bring us together matter. Sports, any kind of thing. I don't know,
Just
maybe
each
like
other, just
school.
people that you're
being
around.
around people. As much as I say I'm a homebody, I don't like necessarily being in big crowds. It's not true. I do. I love that. I believe you love it too. We love being around people. It's nice to see people happy. Around sporting events, things like that. Going to the movies. It's nice to see all the lovely couples and people enjoying a nice movie. We can't even do that now. We can't have community now. And it's really unfortunate. So I think right now, if you can, just reach out. Maybe you do it through an email. You do it through, I don't know, maybe Skype. Maybe you do a podcast. Just let people know that you're still out there. You're still alive. You're still doing good things. And you're just hoping for the best. And you're really putting out that positive energy so everyone can feel it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's what this podcast is about. That's what Hero and Legends is about. That's what Milwaukee Brewers Nation is about. A lot of people ask, what are all these things about? And I think they're about community and they're about positivity and they're about projecting that onto the world. I think if you do that, your world's going to be better and the world's going to be better. So just do that. And I don't want to ramble too much more. So happy Tuesday to everyone. Niles, you got anything else to say or talk about? I mean, go ahead.
The one thing that I had on my mind today was in the news, I think yesterday or somewhere in Florida, there was a church that was still open and they had a congregation of quite a few people. And I think one of either the sheriff or somebody in the law enforcement department had to go make a public statement saying that he would put a warrant out for the preacher, the pastor, whoever was opening the church for all these people during this time. Mm-hmm. And when you talked about faith, I thought about that. I'm like, I understand people want to come together and pray or worship or have that sense of community, but there's a reason for why the churches and the mosques and the temples and everything is closed right now because of, trying to contain this virus and keep it from spreading.
Right.
And I realize people want that sense of community and want that worship, but there are ways of finding it without having to actually physically go to the building where you pray. There are online support groups, I'm sure. There's videos, YouTube's, a lot of pastors and religious leaders are hosting things on Instagram and FaceTime and Skype and whatever all these other platforms are where you can use video communication with each other. So you can still have that sense of community without having to actually physically go. I mean, don't get me wrong, we enjoy, going and having that sense of community as well, but at this time, I think it's better to be safe than to put yourself and others in harm's way when it comes to this virus that's going around.
Stay at home, folks. Okay, I know that what we're just trying to tell you is that right now with this virus, what the thing is, and I didn't know this until today because honestly, you get so bombarded with the information that you're just like, oh, I need a moment, I need a break, I need something, I need to not hear about COVID-19 for a while. But what I was talking about with someone today who knows a little bit more than me about the virus is that even if you're one of those people, I guess it's like asymptomatic or something like that, you're one of those people that you don't have any kind of like symptoms or anything. Okay, so that's good. You don't have any kind of feeling. You feel great, but you're highly contagious. And the thing is, we don't know who has it because they're not doing tests for anybody because those tests are extremely expensive at the moment. So the thing is you might have it and you don't realize it, and then your little poor abuelita might get it, or your grandma or your grandpa might get it, and they maybe don't have the strongest immune system, and it's going to affect them worse. So just please do everyone a favor. If you're an essential employee, if you're going outside, if you're not going outside, do everyone a favor. If it's not in your immediate circle, stay away, okay? So it's all about health and safety. If you're not the one that's sick, if you're not like, look at my glyph, then maybe you're just healthy and you're fine, but you could pass that on to someone. So just be careful, be considerate, don't be selfish and get someone else sick, all right? And that's pretty much all I'm telling everyone right now. It's like everyone's like, but I want to go outside. Like, do you want to die? Like, do you want to kill someone in your family maybe? I mean, like, I don't want to scare no one, but that's seriously what's happening. I mean, death tolls are rising. And I'm not trying to say that it's going to stay that way. Hopefully we find something that's going to slow this down or end it. I mean, I feel like we'll get there. I'm thinking positive, but please, 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 stay away from each other. Be smart. Don't be a stupid. Okay, don't be a stupid. Be a smart. All right? And stay away from each other. Do the quarantine. All right, guys?
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Do all that. Do it. Wash yourself. All right? Be healthy. Be safe. Now I'm going to tell the people bye.
Bye,
Hit that
everyone.
end button. See ya. Bye.